And we're live. Okay. Yo, what's up, world? It's your boy JUST.J, aka the Heartbreak CEO, and I am back with another episode of the Good Host Podcast. On today's episode, we got a special one for you. I got some esteemed guests to my left and to my right. So we're gonna get some introductions going, and then we're gonna get into the first topics of today. Main theme being, we're gonna be talking about parenthood. We're gonna be talking about wife selection, husband selection, all of that, and what it really takes to, select a good partner for yourself. So starting from the right of me, we're gonna give introductions. Just say your name, a little bit about yourself, shout out your socials, all of that goodness.
Boom bang, it's your boy Cozy. Jeez! Listen, Cozy out in this bitch, yeah. Look at it's gonna be up here somewhere, my YouTube channel, Cozy and Chaai, COLESY, space N for the and, SHY. Check it out if you haven't already. Dundo.
Get lit you with it. You need some energy, guys. Don't be shy. I know for some of you it might be your first time on a podcast, but we're just chilling. We're gonna be having a conversation. So don't, what I'm saying? Live up, you get me?
Hi, my name is Haboon.
Hola.
I don't have a YouTube or anything, so.
Your Instagram?
Haboonski. That's Haboon, SKII.
Lit. Y'all already know me. You know what it is, JUST.J. Check me out on all social media platforms. I got something going on every single one. So, you know what I'm saying? And also for the podcast, remember to like, share, and subscribe. And yeah, gonna be introducing my boy to the left of me right now.
Yeah, that's Adrian on Insta. That's _Vince_23. That's me.
Everyone, I feel like everyone's done big boy introductions, so I'm just gonna give a little something. My name is Hannah, 23, and my Instagram is _Hannah0x. That's it.
Could you pass me the notebook just behind you there? Thank you very much.
Alright, boss, which one do you
Love
that
it.
one or that one?
Either. They're all live.
Okay.
We got, shout. You know what? Let me get lit for a second. Let me get lit. Let me just, what I'm saying, shoot it off, drop some explosions in there. We have a brand new studio. I don't know if you guys have noticed. We've increased the production quality tenfold. We got 3 cameras going right now. So if you want to look in the first one, camera 1, camera 2, camera 3, everyone's got a camera on them. So everybody's a star tonight. You understand? All right. So, first and foremost, I apologize. I am actually so sorry. I'm actually so sorry. Shorty, please introduce yourself.
Hi, my name is Chaai. I'm 21 and I am a biomed. I'm a biomedical scientist. I have a brand called Flock Apparel. I'm wearing the bodysuit here. I also have a hoodie to quickly show you guys.
Oh yeah, show it off.
To show you guys, color popping. Got brand new stuff coming. I'm a graphic designer myself. I do art, so I have graphic tees ready. I've got a Black Girls Club edition coming out for just black girls, dresses, and all of that's coming. So check it out. Guys. It's flock_apparel on Instagram. My Insta is _CHAAI._. Check me out.
We love it.
Sick introduction. I can't even lie.
Can you tell she sounds professional at this shit, you know what I'm saying? She gave us the full works right there. Check out her apparel. Description link's gonna be in this description below, so make sure you check that out. Show support. I always say anybody trying to do something out here, you gotta support them. You know what I'm saying? Have a dream, go live it. Anyway, on to the first question of the day. So we're just going to kick it off. We're going to be addressing what it takes to choose a partner, guys. So truthfully, I feel like there's some disconnect. So we're just going to go through guys and girls. We're going to, split it up into genders. It gets smoky when we do it like that, but that's how we're going to do it. What does it... Whose blood clot phone is ringing? I want to... Listen, yeah.
That's a red card.
I apologize. I'm sorry.
This guy's
Okay.
gonna set me off, man.
So, Tyler, we're going to start with you again. My bro.
Damn.
I know we're coming for you today, don't we? Don't
Yeah,
we?
shit.
Yeah. So when it comes to choosing a partner, and not just a sneaky link thing, like, you know what I'm saying? This is a long-term thing. If this is the girl that's gonna be the mother of your children, you know what I'm saying? What do you necessarily look for?
Listen, fam, it's simple, yeah? You need to vibe with the girl, fam. Listen, looks in that face. Don't get me wrong. You have to have someone that pleases you visually as well, 100%. Because you ain't initially gonna talk to her if she ain't visually pleasing. But this is the situation we're in now, yeah? If the personality ain't there, then you're dead. Alright, listen. Nah. I'm gonna be real right now. Listen, you can look all nice, voluptuous and everything, bruv. Like, I'm talking about spreading legs, all of that shit. Yeah? But initially, bruv, if you can't have my banter or something like that now, then it's gonna be a bit of a sticky one, isn't it? And it's more gonna be like, okay, if I say this a certain some way, and you're taking a bit, sensitive, then how the hell are you supposed to vibe?
So she needs to have banter. And
100%. Listen, if you take everything personally, why am I looking? If you're gonna take everything
Talk to
personally,
them.
If you're gonna take everything personally, then you gotta work on it. The world's a tough place, man. Tough it up as soon as you can. Yeah, you know about them boy there, yeah. And then you know, and I'm telling you that I guarantee that will last longer than someone that you go for in terms of just physicality. And they won't come true. Oh, bomber club. He's scared to shit out of me.
That's my boy. That's my boy.
Yo. But nah, honestly, you need to find the top thing. You have to be on their vibe, man. You got to be on their vibe in terms of goals, in terms of just like everything. That's what I think personally.
I feel that. So
Yeah.
out of all that spiel, you know what I'm saying? I got from me, you need somebody with personality. Is there anything else? Like
Looks, of course.
let's talk looks. Like out of 10, what's she got to be looking like?
At least, obviously, this is just my preference. Yeah, at least, bro.
Or do they not matter? You know
No,
what I mean?
of course it matters, bro. At least 7 lowest.
Be honest
bro.
now.
7 lowest. 7 lowest. 7 lowest, brother. Listen.
Why is it low? Why is there even a scale to how good your woman should look?
100%. No. 100%. But again, this is what I'm talking about in terms of if you're gonna like approach them. Like, you need to find someone that you're obviously going to approach. Because, listen, let's be real. I could be the ugliest nigga in this world, yeah? And I could be the nicest nigga as well. But they ain't going to approach me. They ain't going to be like, oh, what you saying? What you doing this weekend? Nah,
you
man.
gotta approach
You
me.
understand?
Yeah.
And this is what
Very
I'm saying,
true.
fam. And that's what they always say. The ugliest niggas are the ones that are going to treat you right. Because they haven't got the attention from everyone else. They don't get the attention. So, if I say, if all the pretty girls go for the ugly ones, I have nothing to worry about. No trust issues. No, nothing like that. If you're a little pretty little Love Island brother that wants to do all of them stuff there, yeah, that's when you develop the trust issues and all of them boy there. Boom.
Wait, can I add something?
Go on.
Like, there seems to be like a weird trend nowadays here, where women seem to either go for guys who are like rough, you know what I mean, like the hood donnies.
They don't know what
The
they
hood
want,
niggas.
fam. They don't know what they want,
They
bro.
want them hood niggas that think, oh yeah, you gonna look after me, you have that money, but they don't realize that the lifestyle that my man has.
Let me ask some real
You
quick.
get
Let
me?
me ask some real
Yeah.
quick, yeah? And they want to blame the men for doing all this cheating and all this shit is because they go for the men. They know their past history, yeah, and not taking that to account when they're getting into a relationship with them. When it happens to them, they're going, oh, he done all of this. Like, bitch, you're the one that went for him. Like, the hell? And you should expect all of this. People can change. Nah, don't even put that. Listen, nah.
Hold on. Nigga, I am lost, bro. What the fuck? Alright, yo, listen. I feel like we got some people.
Yeah.
We got some people on the pod that need to heal, but no, I'm joking. No, I'll keep it real. Listen, alright. I asked a very simple question, but we went too deep into it.
Yeah, my bad.
We need that.
I love that.
Let's warm up a little bit before we get into
100%.
women development and all that shit.
No. Don't make that look like a misogynist now. Nah.
I'm playing all the way.
Oh, damn.
But okay, so personality, and she's got to be 7 looks minimum. Okay, Adrian. No.
Exactly. When you said that, I was like,
It's actually not even that high. It's just above average, isn't it, really?
Yeah,
if you
exactly.
think about it.
Very true. I guarantee you, the women when they start talking about what they want, they're gonna look a lot worse. So it's alright.
Alright, so
I'm just keeping it 100. I'm just keeping it. Yeah, I see you looking at me across the table. I'm
listen,
keeping it
I'm
100.
ready to just attack a couple points.
Alright, yo.
Come on, let's keep going.
Alright, so basically, I kind of look for someone that you can vibe with. One, they have to be like decent looking. Yeah. What else? Someone you could actually have deep conversation with now and then. Like, obviously, it's not all the time you have deep conversations, and it's not all the time like you have like banter and everything. But someone who, if you need to talk about something like deep with, you can actually have that conversation, like on a serious level. And obviously, like someone who kind of gets you, because a lot of people, like you could get with them because they're like pretty or like you vibe with them, but they don't actually understand you. So someone who understand you is a big thing.
Very true, very true. Let's
That's
talk
very
attributes. 'Cause I think we're getting lost in some of the intangibles here. Let's talk attributes. Let's say if the robot came down to you today, right, and was like,
I'm
what
not going
do
for
you
no
want?
robot, man.
And you can't. No, the
robot's
robot.
giving you.
Hey,
No,
man.
let's say hypothetically, yeah. Let's take it into like a dream scenario, yeah. A robot comes down to you today, yeah. Boom, you're on the road doing your thing. Robot comes down to you today. I'm gonna find you your fucking soulmate, yeah. Describe to me attributes that you want them to have, and they will then fly up.
Big fat eye.
Yes, sir.
Got that
Listen,
jiggle back,
Bundesliga.
bruv.
listen.
Got the eye.
You lot, yeah.
That's exactly what I'm saying. That's what I right.
It's like,
Nah, you know what it is, yeah? Sometimes, yeah, it's kind of dead, like, not really dead, yeah, but it's not as much pleasing if you have a girl, yeah, who's just like too borderline, isn't it? Too boring, too everyday, yeah. But if you actually have that girl, yeah, that actually like sparks your attention, yeah, it's nice. You know what I mean?
We're still going.
So
in
you're-
time.
I feel like I'm thinking myself a whole
that's
boy.
your preference, though.
Nah, yeah. I like them
Your
little.
preference.
I like them little jiggle back, you know. The little.
How tall?
Oh, yeah.
Okay,
Oh,
let me keep it very simple. How tall does she have to be?
I'm
Or
not
does
really-
height not matter?
I'm not really too fussed
Height
about
doesn't
height.
matter.
Nah.
But
But if she
you
can't dance,
how
yeah.
tall you are?
Oh my god!
Okay,
if
so
the
you
girl
need to
can't
dance.
dance, it's a long day for him.
Can you dance?
was it?
Nah, you know what it is,
Can you
yeah.
dance?
Nah, I like to dance, yeah. I like
you
to
already,
dance.
Sure you're not
you already
stiff?
know what it is.
I'm not stiff.
You got- you
Come
got
on,
hip
come
knees,
on,
man.
come on. But yeah, so you know when you're like out, yeah, and you're with a ting, and like they just can't move. You just feel uncomfortable in a situation where you want to dance, but you're like, raw. I feel a bit uncomfortable looking around, yeah. It's just everyone dancing and you're just there with one stiff thing. Would you? Hey, you know what
No,
I'm
it's
talking
very
about,
true, it's
bro?
very true, very-
You're just there sucking
Listen,
the back
yeah.
like, nah, I will stick to the bar, fam. Just there drinking your sorrows away, fam. While gal busting down on the dance floor, fam. Twerking and ting, and your ting is moving like one sardine, fam.
Listen,
Yeah.
it's
No,
fucking
not
true. It's fucking true, yeah.
Ting people like a sardine, bro.
Fucking true.
The back of that Hovis bread, fam, after it come out the toaster. Nah, I don't know.
No, what he's saying is facts, yeah. You girls might not know this, yeah, but if you go out like on a night out, yeah, and you're going out with your girl, yeah, everybody else bucking it off, going crazy. Got niggas dancing on the ceiling, one gal on the bar. You know what I'm saying? Catching wines, and we're Jamaican. You understand?
Yeah. And you're with
If
your
you're seeing
ting
all of that and you're there with your gal and you can't turn around to your gal, yeah,
and cold one,
and you
white.
love her, but you know that she's stiff like one cardboard. You know what I'm saying? You feel some kind of hurt inside.
Hurt, you know.
You can't.
Now you say all that,
Listen, no,
all the
I
little
understand what you're
two-step
saying.
like
Alright,
that,
listen,
all
I
the
understand.
And you
two-step.
guys wonder why females have insecurity.
Hold on.
Learn to dance.
You wonder.
Learn to dance.
Nah, they
Aye,
been
aye,
selling
brother,
drinks,
listen. I understand what you're saying. Yeah, you want a girl that you can do all these moves with and everything. But if you went with her anyway, you should know that she can't dance.
I lie.
Yeah, but you
should
Nah,
teach
you
her.
might get like
Get
caught
what?
off guard, fam.
What do you mean caught off guard?
might-
But before you get with the girl,
Imagine
you should go
that.
down all the things that you
but
like.
what
Now
you-
imagine
Whatever
if you
like.
haven't seen her in a like that environment, yeah, and
In
you'd
a
be like,
hot
oh, let's go out, yeah, and then
Then warm her up a bit, bro. Show her what I'm going.
imagine you're warming it up
you
here
can
and
control
nothing's
it
moved.
still.
Alright, blood.
You can
Exactly.
teach her what she's meant to
You
be
can
doing to
control
get
it
it. She's
still.
whining on you.
Exactly.
You can tell, listen, slow down.
Yo,
You
I'll
can tell her
correct
turn
until
it.
my hand fall off, blood. I'll be like this. Oh, this way. Come on.
Yeah, but you
That
don't need
way.
to say much. You just, with the hand movement.
Alright, don't worry. We'll start with a 1-2 step. Hey, yeah, with a 1-2 step. And then imagine she can't do 1-2 step. Then what you do then?
Oh, not the 1-2 step. then that's- Why are you with a gal that can't do a 1-2 step?
What if I didn't know that she couldn't do a 1-2
That's
step?
your problem.
100%.
No. But look,
100%.
look.
It's your issue.
Wait, look. This is what I'm saying. Yeah, this is what I'm saying. she could be perfect in every other like situation, yeah. But like, there's like certain things that actually like kind of holds people in it. That's what I'm saying. For someone who likes dancing, a girl that could dance is a big attraction.
Big attraction for you.
All right,
There
fair
you
enough.
go.
Nah, I could.
Yeah.
Okay, ladies.
Got there in the end.
So from here, from the man, then we've got
Vibes.
We
Big
got
batty.
No.
the bunda.
Bundesliga.
Yeah, we got vibes. We got
Well, attraction, of course.
yeah, attraction. Very true.
And someone that can dance. That's
someone
it.
that
You
can
lot are
dance.
terrible.
You lot
So
are
basically,
terrible.
yeah.
You lot look for dead things.
attributes.
Three things. Let's hear your list.
I'll go last.
Three
Yeah,
things
exactly.
at the moment.
I'll go last because I don't want to influence anybody's opinion. But we're gonna go over to the ladies now. So
Who's going first? Shall I go
yes,
first?
go first.
Okay, cool. I'll go first. So what I see in a man, I would like to see a guy that's got manners. Yeah, knows how to say please and thank you, because not all men do. Yeah, people that cheat, people that cheat. Like you see how like cheat waitresses, cleaners, like when they're eating at a restaurant.
Acts
like,
of service.
do you get it? Respects other people, knows that they're working, and it ain't a thing where they're being rude, and they know where they're at. Do you get it? You're not a man on road. You're in a nice restaurant. Act accordingly. Do you get it? Cool. Someone that's family orientated. Someone that's I don't want to say financially stable to a point, because obviously we're at a young age, so not everyone's financially stable. However, someone who's like aiming to be financially stable. Do you get it? Someone that likes kids.
Sorry, on the financial stable part, is there like a ballpark income that you'd?
No. There's not a
provide for
ballpark
them,
income. As long as the man's working and he's saving and he's looking forward, like he's thinking about what he's doing in it. He's not spending his money ridiculously.
So the potential needs.
He's looking for the future. He knows he's ambitious. Someone that's thinking wisely. Someone that's ambitious. Someone that's, I don't want to say an intellectual, but someone that's not illiterate. Because a lot of men are illiterate. They don't know how to use fucking specific and Pacific. They don't know the difference between them two. Yeah, they don't know the difference between them two. Simple grammar is attractive still. What else? Oh, I said someone that like kids, because not everyone likes kids, and if you don't like kids, then the future don't really.
Wait, how many kids are you expecting?
I only want 2, 2 or 4, because 3's uneven.
Four?
No, because you think about it, yeah. No, because if you have 3, the 2 that come first are gonna get along. The last one is the odd one out.
Very true.
Do you get it?
Yeah.
So
Facts,
keep
facts,
it
facts,
even,
facts,
nice
facts.
and even. 2 or 4.
Makes sense.
They all start beefing. I'm not there.
But they like each other at some point. It's a long day, but they like each other at some point. So it's alright. What else? I think that's it, to be honest. Like personality, obviously personality, banter and all of that. Looks. God, like I can't go for an ugly nigga. I just can't do it to myself. I can't. I'm being real. I can't. So they got to be a specific, like a typical level of good looking. They ain't got to be too good looking, because we don't like the pretty boys. What's that? I'd say same as you, 7. 7 and above, basically. Because I feel like I'm 7 and above, so I can't go downgrade.
Love it.
But
Can't go down.
downgrading myself.
I love it.
All right, cool.
Hypergamy is finest. Okay.
Have I missed anything? I feel like you lot are gonna say more, so that's me.
Okay, Chaai, what's happening?
If a robot was to give me an option to decide, I would say like I would need a man that is alpha. Like I'm a very alpha orientated woman. Like I am independent down to the T. I could do stuff by myself. I have a strong like family of women. There's no men in our family, like no uncles, no brothers, all of that.
Oh, that's
Only
mad.
one cousin. So like
Guys,
I've seen the men leave and not be part of the relationship and in the family. So I've always been a strong-headed woman. So, and I'm the older sibling. So I need a man that can come and overstep that mark for me, because I do like to take control of things. So I need somebody that can take control of me. I need a man that is very well kept, grooms himself. I love it like when a man goes and does his like
Gets a pedicure.
gets a little pedicure. I like a man that
Man's in that COVID-19 haircut right now. Don't even watch it. Don't even watch
COVID is over, bro. Why is your trim still lingering? Why is your trim still lingering, bro?
Listen,
Bro,
listen.
you can't escape that one.
Listen, yeah. Yeah, I'm not trimming my hair right now, fam. I'm making myself look sexy for my birthday weekend, Fresh trend. All right.
what else there? So I like a guy that's well kept, well groomed. I like somebody like that correlates with me. So like I like working out. So I need somebody that is good with keeping fit and wanting to like always be healthy and keep themselves internally healthy, because like not trying to be ill, you know, not trying to pass on no diseases to kids if we have kids later on in future, you get me? What else do I like with a guy? Finances. I like when a guy can hold me down. Like I don't look at, well, my tax bracket is somewhere in a different region, innit? So I need somebody that's in my tax bracket area, because I know what I deserve as a woman and what I can give him as a man. Like I know my potential when it comes to love. Another thing is communication. I need somebody that I can communicate with. Right. Like, if I need that person to be my best friend, my soulmate, like, I need to be able to, if I can't talk to my mum, I need to be able to talk to you. Right. So that's the sort of level of communication that I need with my man.
Yeah.
And
that's what I need about a deep conversation.
I need somebody that can have a life plan with me. I can never be in a relationship with somebody that I don't have goals with in the future. Next year, we need to have goals together. If we don't have that, then why am I with you? Because when I'm with you, I see myself building and having a family. So I need somebody that's like-minded with me in that sense and business-minded, because now I'm an entrepreneur. I need somebody that understands the stresses of having a business, how to get me out of the stresses of having a business, and giving me new advice, mentoring me and keeping me down.
Kind of sharing load, innit?
Yeah. That's kind of...
Okay, lovely.
You see,
lady.
why do women look so deep into things like that?
No.
Why do you not look so deep?
No, you know what it is?
No, do you know what it is? I didn't get the robot question. You understand?
Yeah.
You man know at the robot.
Nah,
question.
you know what I'm saying as well, yeah. With the whole like manners and respect thing, that is an automatic. So I didn't think I needed to kind of say that.
100%. But my man did suggest on
no,
your
but
terms.
that is something that you automatically like pick up on. Yeah.
People did.
Like the manners thing, I understand.
Oh
that
God,
that,
I forgot one. You know them people like talks to like their parents a certain way. I can't stand that. I can't stand that.
Guys. Alright, sorry. I don't want to turn off topic or anything. Let me just understand something. Yeah. So you know, like family, like they abuse that family code a bit too much. You know. Like I think, don't get me wrong, you respect all your family.
This brother's hurt.
No.
Let him speak.
But like, let's be real. Let's be real. Yeah. I'm not indirecting anyone. So whoever's watching, don't. But like, because of your family, they get away with a lot of things. That's understandable, yeah. But like, if you're paying rent, if you're doing all of these things, you deserve a say, 100%. Yeah. So if you disagree with something, and again with the communication thing, you can't communicate to them about that, and it always gets into a damn like disagreement or argument. Yeah. Actually, no, disagreement's fine, but the argument like aspect of it, this is where the problem happens, and that's a bit upsetting because I'm thinking like, I'm contributing to this house now. I do deserve a say. It doesn't necessarily mean I have to get what I want, but like at least able to talk
your
about it.
Your points need to be heard, didn't
Exactly.
Yeah.
So I feel like they just abuse the family code a bit too much sometimes just to get their way, and I feel like that's wrong. You should like, you know what I mean? But it's a bit off topic, but I feel like that is definitely needed to say.
Man had to let that burden off his shoulder. Okay. Someone add a needle right there, sons was twisting it.
The lovely lady Haboon, what you got for me?
So,
if this robot came down to you,
well, I feel like...
What's your perfect man? Let me go get that nigga. You tell him.
So I feel like the girls basically covered most of it. Yeah. I agree with the family-orientated stuff. Like, I want a basketball team. You know what I mean? I
love it.
No, but wait, a basketball team's not as big as a football team. So.
I want a basketball team.
Okay.
Let's not get excited. I don't want a football team. I want a basketball team. And I want financial stability. It don't mean that you have to be earning a certain amount of money, but you got to be able to cover yourself and myself. Because I want, like,
the alpha male vibe. I want to be able to be treated a certain way. It don't mean that I won't respect it. I would appreciate it and I would give it back. Same way, do you get it? Yeah, it's like vice versa sort of thing. But I like feeling dependable and secure on someone that's going to care for me. I also think grooming yourself is important. Because I cannot be walking around with someone who's looking for me.
I'm feeling bare eyes coming my way. Bare eyes looking my way.
Adrian over there in the corner, like,
I might need to ball off. I might need to ball off the top of my head, boy.
Nah, I can't lie, guys. For me, it's the beer.
Hygiene.
Men.
Oh, hygiene.
Hygiene.
Oh my God, hygiene.
Listen, Tyler, for
No,
someone that went to Caviar, you know how dirty the boy stands.
It's trying to be a black blazer. Why is it purple?
Why is the shirt brown? Why is the white shirt
It's not
brown?
even that. It's the feet.
The colour.
Oh, it's thinking foot.
To do this.
They had the
Man,
they
them
had
with
the
feet.
audacity
If you
to
don't wear
open
socks,
Open their bottom and you can't
Wait, you
brown.
don't wear socks?
Nah.
What, busting shoes with no socks?
There's man them out here that would.
Yeah.
They're
I
foot
know,
bottoms.
Bro, you
No
haven't
socks.
been capped.
No
bro.
socks.
The
You haven't
academy.
been capped.
Shout out
to
to
go
the
to
academy.
Why is the collars brown?
What?
Completely. It's a white
Why is the
shirt,
colour
bro.
brown?
They have
The
it like
whole
this.
collar is
And it's
open
all
and it's
brown.
brown.
Yeah.
How?
I said how.
Nah, but I don't get people who wear shoes without
And
feet.
they're fake age as well. Why
Shoes
you come
without
out the room
feet.
with a beard?
Shoes without
No,
socks.
I swear to God, there was someone in year 11. I think he was in the year above you, Haboonski. It was a 40-year-old man. I swear to God.
40.
He
Kurdish. He looked about 40.
Came out the womb with a
Came-
beard. I'm
Yeah.
telling you.
He
I'm
was
telling you.
not 60.
Don't hate
I
on
know
the
you
Let's not
beards
bring
now,
school
don't
drama
hate on the
into
beards.
this.
I can't do it.
Okay, guys, let's not bring school drama into this. We're
Alright,
traumatized.
Alright, you-
We're traumatized. Let's leave it at that.
You know what? I
Okay,
think,
okay,
yeah?
okay.
You know what's going on? Yeah, you see, like a thing with like women nowadays. Yeah, they kind of abuse the whole look after me system.
No,
Nah,
no.
a lot.
It's not that.
On God, on
On
God, on
don't.
God, on
I
God.
feel like
A lot
it's
of them
just being
abuse
salty
it.
now.
Do you know why I say
You
we
know,
don't?
you know why I say that? Yeah. You know
Do you know
why
why
I
I
say
say
that?
we don't? Functionalists, breadwinners, wife, yeah? Back in the day, standard.
Yeah, back in the
Now
days.
we're
But
trying
now,
to change the narrative of what standard really was
yeah,
for women.
but this is what I'm saying. Yeah, like at the end of the day, like we're not fully at that stage where we're actually earning what we should be earning at like big time. You get what I mean?
Brother, can I hold you up right there?
Nah,
before
nah,
you
nah,
continue?
nah, nah,
Hold
Budness.
you up right
Nah,
there.
nah, nah.
Habu ain't finished, bro.
I'm
Habu ain't
finishing it.
finished. Wait,
I'm
hold
finishing it.
that. Go on, Habu. Carry on with what you're saying.
Okay, let me carry on with what you're saying.
Oh.
Nobody asked about, we said financial stability. We didn't ask for you to pay for everything.
Nah,
We're
that's
just
what I'm
asking for
saying,
you
yeah.
to have the aspiration to work towards something.
Yeah, that's true.
To
but
be
I'm
on the same
saying-
vibe, you go progress with each other. You can't just be one person on one wavelength in life and the other one on something else.
Yeah, and
You
the
go
same
work together.
Yeah, and the
Nah,
same
that's
thing
true.
is-
That's what I'm saying. There's a lot of women that don't want to work together. That's what I'm saying.
Then you're not looking for the right woman.
That's exactly.
Okay, let me stop before we get into this bit because that leads perfectly into the next segment.
sorry.
Let me stop you just before we get into this bit because you guys are making a lot of sense. Firstly, let me just go on
like
something what you
debating,
just said. My G just said we're not at the stage to where we're supposed to be making a certain amount. My brother, I'm sorry to say this, but that is your own decision. Every choice you make in life, money is nothing.
sound
But
like a preacher,
hold on now, hold on. Money is
Preach it.
nothing. Let me finish now. Let me land. I'm hovering up there. You're not letting me land. Money is nothing if but a reflection of a man's choices and decisions in life. Okay, there's 16-year-olds out here with multi-million-dollar companies, investments, and shit like that. The only reason why the rest of us don't necessarily have that, that's all on us, and we have to firm that. You don't cry about it. You just acknowledge the fact that you might not have that, but you still got time left on that clock, on that sand clock. You can go out there and make something of yourself. So don't make excuses for yourself. First of all, that's the only thing I'll say on that.
Wait, who's
How-
making an
Nah,
excuse?
you said that too smoothly for my life.
It's just my ideals. It's just things that I very much believe in life. Okay, if you want it, you can go out there and achieve it. Anyway, secondly, right? Can we let me just give you guys a truth bomb. So we just heard from both sides, male and female, what their perfect partner was. I think the guys very much reflects what society looks at us. We're very simple-minded. We had like 3 things on our list. I ain't gonna hold you.
3 things.
And like 2.5 of them was ass. So but keeping it 100, keeping it real, so that reflects us. But I feel like it's an honest reflection. I feel like my list would have included a lot of the same things. I might have had a little bit more homemaking stuff on my list.
100%. But do you know what I reckon it is? Like, again with the simple-minded thing, what Adrian was saying, like we just expect like the manners and everything in it. So like a lot of stuff that you guys, we want it, but we say it differently to you guys. So like as much as like you want this, and this, we also want it as well. But again, this is what the Depends
But
on
you
your
guys
upbringing.
didn't mention that.
No, I
Well,
know that.
because
But
they-
hold on.
Nah, 'cause
I didn't get the
it's
robot
expected,
question.
innit?
I'm
It's expected.
gonna hold on to that. I didn't get the robot question. I didn't get if a robot came down and you want personality in it. I didn't get that. You man got the privileges, but I got Ty. We're starting with you, bro. yo, don't put me in a hot seat like that. But
Yeah,
no,
my bad.
but no.
I should have prefaced it.
No. But enough excuses. Communication is definitely like top one. But I think that's above everything, above loyalty
Yes,
and everything,
definitely.
because you know what you're getting yourself into when you got that communication done.
100%.
Done. That's all I need to say.
Okay, so
100%.
off of that, all I'm saying is, okay, there's nothing wrong with our list being short because I feel like as guys, our list is is real short. Like I'll be honest with you, we don't want a lot from women. You know what I'm saying?
Well,
All
why
we
different,
want-
innit?
Exactly, men and females are different, and I think today's society is confused in that we, as guys, very simple-minded. All we want is to be able to come home from work, come home from battling the world outside, and have a woman out at home that cares for us, looks after us, that isn't going to resent us if we ask you to cook a meal for us and look after us.
Vice versa, 2022.
Do you know what I'm saying?
It
Our
is.
list is very small because, truthfully, we don't look for security in women. We, as men, are naturally hardwired to provide
want to
security.
be the security.
So we don't care about how much you make. We don't care how tall you are, how strong you are, how alpha you are. It doesn't matter. Obviously, to a certain degree, we need a woman that matches our wavelength. So if I'm on some get shit done shit, my wife needs to be on some get shit done shit. You know what I'm saying? But aside from that, we don't need that security from you. We provide that. So why am I providing security and then you're also providing security? So the money that you're talking about, it doesn't matter to us. It's irrelevant. In fact, the more money a guy makes, I'd argue the less it matters. You know what I'm saying? Millionaires out here will go date a girl from McDonald's, you know what I'm saying? If she got a fat ass, you know what I'm saying? It don't matter. He will willingly date her and provide for her. So that's off books. Whereas if you're talking about a woman making that kind of money, she ain't looking a guy's way unless he's making that kind of money.
No, that is not correct. That is not correct at all. It's not the reason why. The reason.
Hold on. What?
The reason why I don't think that's correct is, women don't look at money. Women will date a man. No, wait. No, to a certain extent, Habeen. To a certain extent, a woman can fall in love with someone who's not got a job. How many gal are with men who sleep on their fucking a mattress, in their Marjay's house, that
Is that who they want?
Okay, but regardless, they'll fall in love with that man because of the.
But I get what she means
They're
by
gonna
women
say
don't
it.
look at money, because in a sense, like, it's not something that comes to our mind, but we are attracted to how a man presents himself.
100%.
I think the way that a man dresses, what he drives, like, we look at the materialistic parts of what a man brings, but we don't look at the man's paycheck. Like, that's not something that we go
You can't
to, but
get
we
those
go
materialistic
to.
things
Yeah,
unless
but
you
Yes, you can.
But women don't sit down and ask you.
Have you not seen a homeless person with a Moncler jacket?
I can't lie. She's telling the truth. I can't lie. But women,
That nigga's stealing that and you know that.
I'm dead.
it's not like we ask on a date, what's your tax bracket? We're more interested in all the little aspects that we can gather to work
from
out
100%.
what your tax bracket is. We don't look at the money.
Hold on.
Please.
But they need to look like
Let me
money.
get some interjection right now because what did you just say? You basically just said, what's the difference between asking him directly and you doing Blue's Clues?
No, I'm
You're
saying,
adjusting
How much money you
no,
want?
I'm saying in general, women do not go out their way unless you're on a different caliber to be like, what's your tax bracket? In our society, our age group, we question different things. And that's how we find out materialistically, like, if that person can hold me down or not. Like, there's people, I don't know how to, like...
You girls doing up Inspector Gadget instead of just asking the question that you guys
Yeah, but then
want
the
to
thing
know.
is, if we ask those questions,
seems
I've had
rude.
scenarios at uni where, like,
The guy
guys are
gets
not
put off.
working at all at you whilst they're at uni. And I'm looking at them like, why are you not working? And they're like, oh, because, like, I'm at uni and stuff. But, like, it doesn't get to a point where we ask that question of how much do you earn? Because, like, I don't even know how to, like...
But then again, you never know if that uni that the course that they're doing is gonna make them money in the future.
Yeah, but this is what I mean.
Sometimes
That's
you
what I'm
got
saying, we
sometimes
don't-
you gotta wait a little and see what grant.
That's what I'm
But this
saying.
is
We
what I'm
don't
saying
really
about
look
the
at it
factor.
though. We don't look at that because someone will be like, oh, for example, sports science, like they do at uni, and I'm like, okay, cool. I don't know the caliber for sports science, but I'll still date the guy He's a student.
I disagree.
Yeah.
I disagree.
Explain.
I think all girls look at money, regardless if they don't mean to intentionally, like you're saying.
Yeah, not
do
intentionally,
it
yeah.
Unintentionally, and
Yeah.
I think that's what makes a guy way more attractive than they are.
Yes.
And
Well,
I
you
think
see
that's
guys-
normal. I
Yeah.
don't think it's something that's wrong. Like you're saying,
I
girls
agree.
don't look
I don't think
at
it's
money. They
intentionally.
do.
I think
And
it's
I do
unintentional.
That's
myself.
what she was trying to say. It's just like, it's not again.
You don't aim for
That's
it.
that's the same with
intentionally,
guys.
but it's there.
Yeah.
You know, it's
You
an
see,
action.
us guys,
That
we
I'm
naturally
not-
look at the
Yeah.
physical.
Yeah.
Us
Yes.
guys are hardwired to look at
Yeah.
physical
Yeah.
first.
Yeah.
So
But
if we
go on.
say that thing first, is because it's just natural, isn't it?
Yeah.
But let me just settle something, yeah.
TJ.
If you're unable to look after yourself in terms of financially stable for yourself, don't even ever get into a relationship. Because this is how I work here. If I can't sort myself out in terms of money scenarios, how the hell am I supposed to care for someone else?
Yeah, for real.
You know what I mean? So I just feel like be mature and just figure out all these little steps before you get into a relationship. And this is why people get trust issues, and this is why people have all of these preconceptions and all these like stuff and what they want. It's because they get into a relationship and not actually knowing what comes with the relationship. Money's definitely gonna be spent. You want to get food every single time. You want to go out every single time. You know what I mean? Like,
But the thing is,
But-
if you're trying to graft, like both parties, then obviously there's certain
but stay
things that
single
you
then,
got.
bro. No, listen.
No,
Stay single
but
then.
you're saying both brackets here have the same mindset, If
No,
both
they
people-
don't. They don't.
That's what I'm saying.
No, and I know that. But this, all I'm trying to say for a male and female, work on yourself in terms of being financially stable, in terms of goals and everything. And when you feel like you're able to look after someone else, maybe they might be in some shit right now. Yeah, that's when I feel like you can get in a bit of a relationship. Oh, this is a bit too. But yeah, that's all I gotta say, really, innit? But like again, agreeing with what you're saying and what you're saying. Is that like there's goals that you guys can do together.
100%.
But this is what I'm saying about communication. If you don't ask us directly, that's how men are like. If
100%.
you don't like something, tell
Say
them
it,
straight
tell them
away.
straight
Tell them
away. Do you
straight
get
away.
it?
Because our excuse here is that why are you telling me this now?
Now.
And not
When it's
before,
for-
You know,
right?
and no matter what, you can say whatever you want, but we can slap that on you. You have nothing to say. And how you have nothing to
I
say.
feel like a lot of things that correlate to miscommunication is how we grew up as children. A lot of the relationships we've seen, a lot of communication like how we've seen our parents
Our parents
communicate.
communicate,
How
definitely.
like I've like for me, like I didn't know how to communicate with guys. Like hated it. I was just like, they're my bro. Like
That's it.
there was no love
I hate
connection.
That's my bro.
Like
bro,
literally,
bro.
Yeah, that's me too. I can't lie. I'm
You know?
the same.
And-
I'm the same.
and that was a learn. Braysky.
Dapping me up.
You got
Broski.
no. The worst thing is brother. That's how you know you got friend zone to the max, fam.
That's
See,
my
that's a learned
brother.
behavior. Now, that's a learned behavior that needs, I feel like when you're in a relationship and you have these learned behaviors, you have to communicate to be able to, that person could teach you how to get out of that behavior and be trusting within them. And then that's why I feel like with relationships, you need to communicate. You need to tell somebody what you want, what you don't want. You need to tell them from the jump. If you don't, and then 2 2s down the line, you're like, oh, back in the day when you used to do that. And they're like, what are you talking about? So you've been holding this energy this whole time. Like,
but this is what I'm.
Yeah.
This is what I'm saying. Just if I was listen, I might be a bit plain Jane, but if you get into a relationship, I want to know all the things that put you up, what gives you the ick.
Yeah.
And all the thing is, us man, them,
Yeah.
I don't know about me, but I'm simple in it. Like people get put off with like farting and burping. Those are natural things.
Natural
bro.
things.
It's not-
100%.
Don't get me wrong. Don't get me wrong. No. Don't get me wrong. How would it in? No. How would it in on your first date? How would it in on your first date? But
When you're
I know-
comfortable,
when
it's
you're
natural, like.
Bro, I get comfortable too easily. If you don't like it,
Then that's the. You know where the
your
door
problem.
is.
That's your problem.
My bro, if you're out here sending doo-doo shots at these gals,
You're finished.
that's chemical warfare, bro.
Collateral damage.
Bro, you can't even open a window again, bro. You have to just vacate that room.
Okay, right. Let me hit you guys with a record.
God.
Let me hit you guys with a record scratch. Let me hit you guys with a record scratch. Let me hit you guys with a record scratch because we're getting into some topics, but just to quickly summarize. So we found what we learned from that topic there is that men and women have different needs from each other, and that's okay. We look for different things, and that's completely fine. Women look for a provider, look for security, and that's evolutionary. Do you know what I'm saying? Back in olden days times, even early like hundreds, you know what I'm saying? If you didn't have a guy that could provide for you and go out and be the breadwinner, you're just dead, because literally if you have a child, you're at your weakest for 9 months. You know what I'm saying? So if you don't have a guy that can go out there and support and provide and get off his ass and do that shit consistently for you, you and your family are dead. You're starving through the winter. There is no Tesco's.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
You can't say you want a queen and then not actually live up to the level of a king and queen level, because the queen and the kings, looking at them back in the day, pharaohs and Cleopatra, what were women doing? Being careful.
It can't be a king and a servant.
And I feel like as soon as we understand that, as soon as you understand that as a man, you understand what kind of role you need to be in. You need to be inside of your masculine. You need to be in your provider role, and you need to be going out there and get it. And I'll tell you this thing right here now, boys. There's nothing more pure than when you are in that role and you are on your purpose. You find that life kind of falls into place. There's no stress, depression, and stuff like this, because as long as you have your purpose and you're achieving something, there is nothing to be depressed about.
Bro, this is why I disagree with you, yeah. I feel like male and females in terms of what they want are the same, but the difference is the expectations. Like what you said about I expect them to have manners and all of that by default, whereas women have other expectations.
I think those are cohabitation. Those aren't necessarily like, okay, sorry to cut you off, but I'm saying the things that you're mentioning there are cohabitation things. If you can't communicate, if you can't respect one another, it doesn't matter what the hell, how much money you're earning, you're not going to be able to coincide. But when it comes to actual attributes and things that are actually tangible, not soft skills like being able to communicate, right? When it comes to things that are actually tangible, that's when we differ. You know what I'm saying? And that's completely fine. That's what I'm trying to say right there. So, moving on swiftly from there, because I felt like we spent a good amount of time talking about that. Just to finish off on that, all I would just say is, men, we are simple. Yes, all we want is literally sex, sandwich, silence.
I said sandwich, silent. Hear this guy.
The free S.
And if you can clean too and you can be a good mother, that's literally that's all us men want. Realistically, it ain't nothing more heavy than
sandwich.
that. And women want to provide, but however, I think that what we are finding today in society is that there's a massive discourse in what each other wants, when it's actually very simple. And there's some confusion going on. Women are thinking that they need to go up and be boss chicks to get guys, when realistically, the more money you earn, you're actually disqualifying yourself from guys. Do you know what I'm saying? Because
they're not matching your level.
Nah, they feel like they're not your brand.
You understand now. You understand. I like my girl over there. She understands, right? So, from that, what I'll say is, it leads perfectly into our next topic. We're going to be talking about Nicki Minaj. She was on, what's his name again? Kevin Samuels. I don't know if you guys have heard about Kevin Samuels, but he's making waves on the internet right now. He has a show where he talks to women. And realistically, he's kind of like a dating coach, if you can imagine that. For years, he's spoken to men.
Sorry, I just had to just put that in there. Sorry.
That was so much vim.
Facts. From you can tell from that reaction, in some spaces on the internet, he's not necessarily liked, but as a dating coach, he's helped men for years, but recently, before he started blowing up, he started helping women. And as soon as he started talking to women online is when really that attention and those eyes started going on him. So recently, he's been blowing up crazy. He's just done an interview with Nicki Minaj, you know what I'm saying? So respect to him. Shout out for reaching that point in your career. Congratulations. But we're going to be reacting to that now, and we're going to be... we're going to react and then we're going to discuss, because I feel like this actually encapsulates exactly what I'm talking about in terms of the confusion between what women think men want and what men actually want. I think, and just to preface it, I believe that women, they apply their own dating goals and standards for men. They think that we want the same things as them, when in reality we don't. You know what I'm saying? So we're gonna check that over now. So it's gonna play through your headphones. And for you guys watching at home, it's going to be playing on the side of the screen. So, yeah.
All night I was watching the whole live, but you said something that you was like, people on the TikTok about the successful men, and you was like, what about focusing on being a successful woman and getting your own and doing that? That's what I'm all about. And then we get to choose the type of that we want to be with. We get to choose who we want to be with, and that's like what I've been saying a lot now, like trying to get to wife us up or want to convince somebody why we're the one. Choose us. Like, let us be successful, get our paper, and let us choose them.
Bingo.
That's it.
Bingo.
That's it.
And I know when you walk in a room, the type of female he looking at when it's the type of woman that walk in a room that can have any meaning want, just because of her aura, just because of her vibe. It doesn't need, people think everything is about money, but even the same way we look at men can look at women and see.
And like you said, you made a point earlier. I watched this whole live.
Okay, so that was the first. That was the first video. So we're just gonna talk about that, and then we're gonna watch. I think there's 2 more after that that we're gonna comment on, but we're gonna break them down one by one. So in that part there, she's actually on another live stream with her friend, and they're discussing about what she talked about on the show. So she's saying there in not so many words, she basically said on the show, girls, go out there, get your bag up, get your money up, and then you can choose from whoever you want. And I feel like, personally, in my opinion, there is some grounds to that. Like, obviously, if you're as a woman, you got your shit together, you don't need to rely on a guy. Obviously, then you can choose. However, I feel like what she's not thinking about is hypergamy, which is what most women's dating strategy is, okay? Which generally means ain't nothing below you. You seeing right here and up. Below you does not fucking exist, my nigga. So even if you reach a certain point and you're making a certain income, you're actually excluding all these guys down here because they're now beneath you, right? So I feel like that's what Niki isn't necessarily factoring. Not every woman's necessarily like her. I don't know if you guys know her dating history or who she's seeing at the moment.
Yeah.
She dating a regular nigga. Now that gives us regular niggas hope. You know what I'm saying? I respect you, Niki. Yeah, yo, Niki, you doing it for us, regular niggas out here. Fam. However, most women aren't like that. If they work and bust their asses off to get to a certain point, they are not gonna want a guy who is not done the same or isn't as successful, if not more successful than what she is. And I feel like that's where she's missing the cue. She's thinking everybody thinks like her and just thinks, you know what I'm saying?
They want G Herbo. They want G Herbo.
She's got a load of money, so with her, she's seeing it as from a perspective where there's not a lot of people that make the same amount of money that she makes. You get it? So that's why she looks beneath her, because she's at a stage where there's barely anybody making it the same way she's making it.
And the maddest thing at that bracket as well, all of them just pass each other around, but all the women date the same men, like just switching men all the time.
Up in that colour, because there ain't no one that's matching their wave.
Money is no object to them, innit? So like,
and you know what the sad truth is? When you get to that point, the guy really and truly is the prize. In day-to-day life, women are the prize. You know what I'm saying? I'll be honest with you. Guys have to go out on the hunt and chase. But if you make that money, if you make that bread as a guy, listen, you've got next to no competition when you're in that top 5 to 1%, because realistically, women will gladly share you because they know there ain't many niggas that are in your fucking position.
Unless you're a fat dude that can sing, fam.
There's 2 examples.
A fat dude that can sing and play the guitar, blood. That's a fat Ed Sheeran right there.
I didn't talk about Ed Sheeran like that.
No, he's a good guy. He can sing. He can sing. But I'm saying, the fat Ed Sheeran, fam. He's fat, but he can sing.
And I'll say that obviously at our age now, like we're young, we're in a stage where we're supposed to be building our empires, right? So we're lucky. A lot of the women in our age group, they don't necessarily understand the power behind a man's utilities, right? A man's ability to be able to provide. Unfortunately for women, that understanding comes later on in life. You know what I'm saying? When you're in from 25 up, you start to understand, shit, a nigga that's got his shit together can actually change my fucking life. You know what I'm saying? I don't necessarily need to be living this way. If I can find the right kind of guy, we can build something together. That's when their mindset begins to change. That's why maybe necessarily you guys haven't come into that. But
I feel like I disagree, CJ.
You don't believe?
I feel like with 25, that's a man's perspective. I feel like girls mature quicker than men. Do you get it? So I feel like from a good 21, you kind of know what you want. From then on.
You're the same woman who just told me women don't care about a man's money. So
Yeah, we don't care about you. We don't care about a
So
man's
then
money.
you don't understand a man's utility. You don't understand what that money can provide.
No,
It's not about
100%.
the money. It's about
Definitely.
the life that he can give you.
Definitely.
the
No, I'm saying we
experiences
don't
you
care.
can provide.
When I said we don't care about money, I didn't mean we don't actually care about money. Innit? You might not have. You might have like what 50 to 100 pounds to your name right now, yeah. But you
That's
might be
tough.
putting
That's
in.
real tough.
Okay, but listen. But you might be putting in the work. You might have like 5-10 businesses, bro. You might have things going on in your life where in maybe 2-3 years you'll blow, but at least you've put those things in place.
And that's understanding potential, though. That's the difference between men and women.
That's what I'm
we
saying.
don't give a fuck about potential.
Yeah.
Women, literally, if that guy either he needs to have it or needs to be on the way to having it. You know what I'm saying? And that's a black pill for you guys to swallow.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
That's it. That's mine.
You know what I mean?
That's the wife of my kids.
As a man, don't get it twisted. You are in competition every day of your life. And unless
Definitely.
you are on your way to doing something.
Bridget, she's got a point. Like, girls mature quicker than men, and that's a fact. If you deny it, then you're childish. Like, you go through your menstrual cycle, you have to mature because of this. But us as men, we don't really get that too tough. You understand? So, like, when I understand why girls go for like older men because they feel like, oh yeah, they're gonna take care
Same
of me
age,
and
kind of same
all that.
maturity wise. Did you get it?
But this is the thing, people mature at different levels. Depends on your upbringing. Yeah.
100%.
But like, I just think like, in terms of like the money scenario, yeah, we get that you have to mature. You have to mature quicker, and you have to do all these things and everything, and do what society expects of them as well. In terms of, oh yeah, they have to cook, clean, do all of this, doing this. Us as men, we just like to have fun, not sexually, but just have fun. We have that childish mindset till like a very, like a high age. But like, this is what I don't like is that females think, oh yeah, men are childish, men are that. But the thing is that we're maturing, but we do it in a different way to you. You understand?
That's true.
So when now let's bring the money scenario into it. Yeah, like we get that you want a guy to care for you, you want a guy that can provide for you and everything. But like Nicki Minaj, if she was my girl right now and she's making all that, girl, I celebrate with you. Make more money than me. Make no more money than me. I still contribute to the pot. Don't get it twisted. It might not be to what your expectations or your limits, but girl, I'm still contributing. And this is what I'm saying, man. And this is what I'm saying about working together and all of this. Like, if you got a pot, got a goal.
No, and this is why I respect your thing, but not a lot of men are like you. A lot of men won't fuck with a girl who's making more bread than them
Because
they
their
feel
ego gets
insecure.
rattled.
They think if they're alpha male. If your girl's making more money than you, then they think all of a sudden, yes.
But you could be alpha man.
It's not
in
even
the other
just that,
departments.
Right.
Other departments. You understand them, boy?
Oh my gosh.
Hey,
From
behave
that,
yourself,
hold
you
on,
know,
from
man.
that.
Behave yourself, brother.
from that, I just want to say this, bro. I'll be honest, bro. If you're dating Nicki Minaj, whatever little chips you are contributing, bro, it would be more of an insult to yourself than anything. Just because unless you're in the tax brackets, when you think about money, tax brackets is actually fucking wild, bro. If she is earning millions, bro, and you are earning couple thousands, like say you earning 50,000, bro,
tax is worth
that
more than
is
what you're earning.
fucking
That is peak, fam.
her tax is worth maybe
More
4
than
or
what you're
5
earning.
times
More than
what
what
you
you're
are
earning.
fucking earning, bro.
that is
So
true.
it doesn't matter.
Let me just giving her
lay
a tax back.
yeah,
Oh
let
my
me
god!
let me just
fam.
lay something down. Let me just lay something down for you guys, okay? Let's be real. Women generally do not want to be the provider of the household. They want to be seen as dainty. Household. They want to be seen as dainty. They want to be seen as precious and provided for. If you are dating a woman who has more income than you, and I don't feel like it's a thing where you feel intimidated. It's about being emasculated. Do you know? Understand what I'm saying? You are unable to fulfill your role as a man. Okay, and then from that, you are gonna be feeling all kinds of depression, resentment on her side.
What makes you a man then? So if you're saying about like, I understand what you're trying to say, but again, 2022.
I feel like men need to work out what is the man. Like,
What
what
does a man mean?
Yeah.
Because listen,
being
I'll
a
tell
man-
you
It's
now,
kinda different
even the
for
most
different people, innit?
grizzled bitch that you can imagine, bro, she will be in her feminine for the right nigga. You understand what I'm saying?
100%.
So what I say from what a man is, okay, you need to be building your empire on your own. You know what I'm saying? Don't look for no woman to come along and save you, bro, because at the end of the day, a woman can only support a guy for so long. There will be a time where after she's supporting you, she will start to resent you. For some women, every woman got a different shot clock. That's why I always say I play basketball, so I talk in terms of basketball. You know what I'm saying? Every woman got a different shot clock. Some women it's 24 seconds. Some women it's 10. know what I'm saying? Someone in his 2. You know what I'm saying? If 2 weeks go by and you ain't got your fucking shit together, you ain't getting your fucking bread, nigga, you are out on the fucking door.
That's what I'm saying. Don't get in a relationship.
Not just 2 weeks then. I can't lie, no, because a lot of women, like, for example, if you watch like Think Like a Man, like there's a girl in that has 90 days, and like she's basically says like within 3 months is 90 days. If you cannot like get on my par in 90 days, then I'm going somewhere else because another guy can do it in 90 days. Like I don't need to wait around for you. So I do understand that aspect. Another thing I was gonna say is that I wanted to correlate it to another artist, which is Beyonce and Jay-Z. Back in the day, a lot of people used to look at her like, oh my gosh, she's looking up to a bigger guy. But her mentality and her salary, like what she was earning, was different level. So she was looking at a guy that's older that can provide and could be there and has his grind as well behind him. Did a lot of collabs with him, married. Now they got bare kids and they're happy. But if you look at that perspective, you can see how women, like she was on a different level to many women. And she was like, you know what? I'm looking for a man that can par with me. Found Jay-Z. Everyone looked at it like, that's a bit weird. Kind of like R. Kelly and Aaliyah sort of shit. But no one preed it like that. But everyone knew it was a bit off key. But look at her now. Tiffany and Co. Faces of... I was like, oh, okay. Do your thing.
Technical difficulties. All the cameras shut off. So I'm going to reboot those up. We
They
still got the
taking
audio
like
recording,
off.
so it's not lost. So
No,
that's
we're
fine.
good, we're good.
Give me
By
2
Jesus
seconds and
said,
we're going to get back running up.
turn
So
off the
hold that
lights.
thought right there. Boom.
Like,
Yo, and we are back. Sorry about the technical difficulties, but just to jump back into right where we left off. So, as we saw from Nicki Minaj's, live with her friend after the interview with Kevin Samuels, I feel like that perfectly demonstrates the disconnect. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if you guys agree with me, but that's where I'm at with this. I watched it and I was thinking the whole time, I was like, this girl, she's really successful. She's got all the money in the world, but she still doesn't understand the differences between what what men and women really want. Do you know what I'm saying? She might be the 5% of women that will be all right with supporting a man for the rest of her life because she made that money. Do you know what I'm saying?
What time did she blow up though? Like what age?
She
I think
blew up
she's been in it
From when she was in Young Money. When Lil Wayne brought her to Young
2007,
Money, before Bedrock, she had Pretty Itty Piggy. That song
And then
blew
also
in America.
Bottoms
Do
up.
you not think that the
Bottoms up,
problem
bottoms up
is
as well.
that she doesn't understand because she had so much money at a young age?
No, I don't think so because she knew where she came from. She was never up. She came
Not
from
from
the
the beginning.
like the grind. She's seen dirt. She's seen people get killed. Like she's been part of that life. So I feel like she's been able to appreciate what she's gained as she keeps gaining.
Listen, I don't know much about Nicki, to be fair. So
Have you ever seen her show off? You've never seen her in these blog pages being like, oh, the only beef I could say is Little Kim. Her and Little
Cardi
Kim's
B.
beef.
And
Cardi B. But Cardi B,
That was big.
that was over what? A music video. That all started from something petty. Nicki's not really, she's a petty queen, but I feel like she appreciates how she's grinded. She always looks back and always appreciates where she comes from. Trini. She always
Nicki,
keeps
number
I
one
don't feel
fan
like
of
she
the
reps.
year.
I don't feel like she reps other girls. I can't lie. She don't.
No,
I don't think she.
I think
picks
she
up other-
realizes she's her own boss.
Yeah,
She does appreciate other women's grinds and past, but because she sees herself so up, you know when you love yourself so much,
Yeah.
no one could tell her less than what she
The funny
is. She
thing
believes in
is
herself.
the beef
Yeah, I
with
love
her and
myself
Miley
too,
Cyrus, bruv. You
Why
know,
was she
remember the
beefing
awards,
Miley?
bruv?
What
When
Miley Cyrus?
She must have
Miley,
chatted
what's
some
up?
shit on her name or something. And she was on the mic, she was like, Miley Cyrus, what's
Oh, Miley,
poppin'?"
what's good?
I was just killing. I didn't even know what the beef was.
Miley Cyrus try to come for Nicki Minaj?
No.
What?
Yo, no, I gotta hit you with a soundbite, nigga.
Hey,
What the-
allow that, fam.
Bro, this guy is confused. It's silly.
Yo.
Doesn't matter. Anyway,
Allow that.
I mean, just reading a few comments on this post, shout out to the Shade Room. Still in the game, he writes, a lot of the times we're told, take your 20s to focus on yourself. Do y'all think putting all of your focus on being independent and becoming successful makes it harder to let go of that independent lifestyle, accomplishments, and mindset? When your focus shifts to creating a family later on in life. What do you guys think about that?
I think it does.
Do you think that once you focus on yourself, you put all that effort and all that grind,
You know what it is?
it's harder to be part of a team when it's all independent.
100%.
Yeah.
100%.
You know what it is?
Go on, Adrian.
Once you establish a habit, it's kind of hard to break out of that habit unless you like consistently try not to do the things that you was doing before. Like if you're like only been working on yourself for so long, how many years? It's gonna be hard for you to be working with someone else unless you actually like dedicate a certain amount of time into like breaking out of that. You know what I mean?
I kind of feel like I disagree, just to a certain extent. Yeah. The reason why I feel like I disagree is because for example, let me put it down to you. Say you play sports. I've been playing sports my whole life. Yeah. You learn how to become a team player. So even though my entire life I've been independent, learned how to do everything by myself, and always want to do things by myself. But then once you've become a team player, you kind of realize that you've got that skill, you've got a set where you've got to listen to what other people are saying. You've got to also think about what your team's doing. You've got to think about everything that's going on. You've got to make sure that you're all working as a team. Do you get it? So from you've realised that, then you can take that over to a relationship. Even though you've been independent, you also know that when it comes to playing as a team, there's certain things that it comes with.
Look, homegirl, let me drop a truth. Let me drop a truth on you. Let me drop a truth on you, yeah. And I'll be honest. Yeah?
You can't handle the truth.
I'll be 100% honest, right? Being in a relationship is a fucking skill of itself. There's some things that are transferable, yeah. But there's a reason why if I'm dating somebody, I ask them, have you been in relationships in the past? How long were those relationships, yeah? Because even though they didn't fucking work out, yeah, you're still getting reps up. Do you know what I'm saying?
I said there's patterns, fam.
There's things you learn about being in a 3-year relationship compared to if you've never been in a relationship in your life, or the longest relationship you've only been in is 2 weeks. Even if that nigga wasn't no good for you, or that shorty was no good for you, like however you want to say it, yeah, you being able to cohabitate, understand, compromise, and build something together shows something to me. Do you know what I'm saying? So that's why I feel like it's a certified red flag, yeah. If shorty's never been in a relationship that's longer than 6 weeks.
Wait.
What the fuck is wrong with you?
Wait, come again. Wait. We're sending shots now, yeah. I've never been in a relationship before, yeah. I've never been in a relationship my entire life, yeah. But I learned from the reason why I've not been in a relationship, because I look at what my friends have been through. Do you get it? I just take in moments, situations that they've been in, back and forth, yeah. The reason why I've not tried to be in a relationship, because if I get into a relationship, I know that this is the person I want to marry. I want to build a life with and that. If it's not that, one second. Just before I get it. Before I get it. Let me finish. Let me land, yeah. So what I'm saying, is now, yeah, when you, like, even though I've not been in a relationship, the reason why I've not been in a relationship, because I've not met anybody that I feel like personally I want to spend the rest of my life with. Do you get it? I don't feel like I've met people, don't get twisted, there's situations that have gone on, but because personally I don't feel like there's things I'm not seeing that I want. So I wouldn't want to waste time and get into something quickly just because of looks or little bits of attraction, and then break up, 2 months, 3 months, 4 months, 6 months down the line, and then that's been a waste of your time. Do you get it?
It's not a waste of your time. It's still building relationships.
Can I give you an example?
Wait, sorry, before you go, let me just say this shorty, and I'll keep it short and sweet.
Yeah.
Famous words that go like this: you don't know it until you've lived it, okay? So even though you can look at another relationship and say, oh, that went wrong for them, that went right for them, you don't know the ins and outs of that relationship. You don't know exactly what was going on there. You don't know what the fuck a relationship is until you've lived it. So you don't know it until you've lived it. So some things in life you have to experience to gain the experience. Do you know what I'm saying? I'm not telling you to go out there and rush into a relationship. I think I applaud you on the fact of your discretion of choosing a partner. But then when it comes to actually gaining that experience, and if it's for me, I'm going to look at you and be like, how's it going to look for me? And then you ain't got no relationship experience. You don't know how to cohabitate with a man.
Who says that?
No,
you don't.
Nah,
you
some,
don't.
Some gal
You
who've
might
been with
think
bare
you
man,
do.
they know how to look after man, innit?
Yeah.
Do you know what I'm saying?
That
Do you know what I'm saying?
experience,
Do you get it? It's different though. Living with a man and actually relationship living with a man. Different.
Yeah, you need to have the skills. Do you know what I mean? I've been in long-term relationships only, so I understand what it takes now.
Yeah.
So if you haven't been in it, you won't understand. Do you get what I'm saying? You comprehend, as you said, from learning from friends, from me, family friend. Do you know what I mean? But it's a skill that is like embedded in you. If you get what I mean, it's like natural.
Yeah.
You won't realize it.
Yeah. I feel like one thing that I want to hit on about that comment as well, like tying it all together, I understand what that comment means. For example, I've looked at my cousin. She was in an 8-year relationship, moved to Dubai. The guy cheated on her, had a different woman. She's been in Dubai. She's 29 now. No, she just turned 30 actually. She was in a relationship from when she was like 18 with this guy. Was with him for all that time. Then went to Dubai. She hasn't been in another relationship since. But she's learnt from that relationship what she wants and what she doesn't like. And that was with one person. And she's now 30, no kids, still living independent, and now she's just moved to China. And like, she's literally living her independent life. But I understand what they mean about that difficulty with transitioning into being independent and from independent, to a family and relationship. Because if you haven't experienced it, to know, like with her, she experienced that for 8 years. So she already has certain things that she will not go through again, which makes it a lot more difficult for her to transition into the family stage. Because she already has been hurt after 8 years of like a relationship. 100%. But I do feel like you have to experience dating. You have to experience dating. That means as in like, because everyone says like, I chat to this girl, I chat to the boy. That's what I call dating. When you're chatting to somebody. You get what I mean?
Because first impressions are dangerous, you know.
Yes.
That's why I told you to hold the fire in on the first date.
I said, let it talk.
You understand? On the first one, bro.
Because there's people, like a lot of people get with like guys and girls, and then like at the start, everyone obviously was giving off their best, and they're like, oh yeah, I want this person, so I'm gonna do all of that. But like a week or two down the line, you start seeing some mad stuff, man. It's just like, you know what I mean? So you can't just like be like, oh, I'm gonna like stay away from people, because you could be scared of getting hurt, but how are you gonna know if it's like the right person if you don't actually go?
Listen here, like you take risks every day in life. You could walk outside your house and there's a percentage chance that lightning could strike you down right then and there.
And then the thing is,
or get Renee Rebecca.
I experienced that twice. Don't worry about that.
Let me ask something completely off topic. Has every nigga been hit by a car or a bus here? Because I've been hit
by a car, bro.
Have you been hit by a car?
I'm touching wood, fam. You know
what I mean?
I'm looking left and right about 4 times before I cross the road.
Listen, I was gonna turn into Fetty Wap, bro. I know he lost the eye.
Hey yo,
honestly, bro, I was gonna go, yeah, baby.
Mine was calm.
Hey yo, I need that sound bite.
Oh my god!
But like, wait. To elaborate on what you're saying, like, I feel.
This
is why children aren't allowed to touch the soundboard.
Hold on.
Go on.
Okay.
I definitely believe if you want to understand something like 100% of the whole like situation, you have to experience it. Definitely. But I kind of agree to what you're saying. Like, I've never been in a relationship. I say I'm kind of mature for my age, and that's because like I'm a good listener. So a lot of people came to me about their shit, and I've helped them to a certain extent. Obviously, they can take in what I want to say, but it doesn't necessarily mean they're gonna follow it. Definitely. Yeah. But all our skill right now is that we're good listeners, we're people person, and we know how to like kind of avoid something or understand something to a certain extent. Yeah. What I agree with you guys on is that until you experience it, until you get that emotion and the physical like contraction as well and all of that shit, you can't 100% understand something. But like what we're trying to say, I just feel like when we get into a relationship, we can be more understanding because we've heard similar situations and scenarios before.
I get that.
You know what I mean? So like, if I listen. So if I know a girl gets agitated because of these little things that a guy does, we'll take it on board when we're doing something similar to that.
But do you know why I don't? I feel like it's very dangerous because codependency is a strong type of thing that people that are very caring, very open, and very good listeners. Yeah. When you get into a relationship with somebody that could possibly be a narcissist, and you don't have no idea that they're a narcissist, they are going to use that codependency part of you and exploit you. And I had to get my friend out of a scenario. Like, she was so oblivious to it. She did not even realize that this guy was doing what he was doing to her. Like, she was so, I was seeing all red flags. I'm like, why is he liking, why is he retweeting, having conversations on Twitter with girls? And she's not seeing it, but she's heard of it. She's seen her other friends experience it, but because she's in it now, her whole mind has like...
I agree with you 100%. Love blinds you from red flags. 100%. And this is what I'm saying is that I'm not denying what you're saying. You're saying, because I feel like it's very true. But like, that's why people come to like us as friends for like advice and that, because we see stuff that they don't see.
Yeah, you're gonna tell them no.
I was that friend. Do you know what's mad? I was that friend at uni. I was that friend that used to pour love into too many people and didn't think about myself and my own relationship. I watched my friends crumble in relationships. I've watched them strive, but I didn't have a. I was with someone for 2 years. The same guy that I'm with now. I was with him for 2 years at 15. I left him. 3 years we was apart, and I focused on me. But I was willing to be in another relationship. No guy came and was able to hit that level for me. Why? Because I've already set a standard to myself for the prior relationship, which caused a lot of tension when it came to things like, they're going out of their way to do something for me. I'm not accepting it because for me, I've already set standards. So it's one of those ones where unless you've had an experience in a relationship, I don't think you would know what your standards are yet. It's going to take you maybe 4 or 5 times to go through it to know what you want in your standards. Do you get what I mean?
No. I get
you got to get things wrong sometimes to learn.
100%. That's like the rawest way to understand something. You have to experience it, But like, what I'm trying to say is that I agree with what you're saying, but like, I used to think in the like thing, I'm going to wait till marriage and that, bro. I'm telling you right now, there's people in like 10 years, and I'm talking marriage. There's people in 10 years relationship, but when you think about that, you feel, they got their shit together. But it can end tomorrow. Yeah, it can end tomorrow. So
when I'm saying marriage, though, I don't mean marriage. I mean we're going through what we're going through.
We're going through that.
It's the person that I would want to marry.
Yeah, I know. But the thing with what you're saying about the standard thing. This is why I said communication is above everything. It's because let him know at the start, because he's gonna think this. I'm telling you right now, as you already said, like we're kind of simple-minded. So we could just do like something out of the blue and think, let me surprise her. Let me go, make all of that, and then you're gonna think, that ain't shit. And then us as man, we're gonna think like, what the fuck? I actually put all thought and all of that into it, but because you didn't let him know at the start, fam, he's gonna think. Again, you don't know until you lived in that position. So he's probably thinking about so many things to get to that simple outcome.
And there's also it's also about your upbringing and your background as well.
But this is what I'm saying about maturity. If you see certain things, maturity, bro. There's no age for maturity.
That's what I'm saying.
Go ahead.
There's a lot of people who are young and grew up around older people and mature so much faster than people who are a lot older than them and just been like in like unstable like families, unstable relationship.
Yeah.
Like. It's not about your age, it's just about how quick you mature in it, really.
It depends on your experience.
I'll say this.
That's what I'm saying.
I'll say this, right? Listen, the way humans have been learning, the most basic way humans have learned anything since the dawn of time is trial and error, okay?
Lovely way to say that, bro. Trial and error.
Don't touch the fire, because you touch the fire, you're going to get burned. You know what I'm saying? So relationships, guys, sometimes you have to apply the exact same thing through it, and don't be hard felt or hard done by because you went through a situation and it hurt you. You know what I'm saying? Learn from it, become a better person from it, and evolve. You know what I'm saying?
I'm not going to lie, bro. I can't agree to like bullying to a certain extent. I think that's... No, hear me out.
Hold on, let me speak.
Hear me out. This is why I say to
I agree with like
listen.
siblings
You know how you said trial and error, and you said you need to experience it. If you haven't experienced the slightest way, and I'm talking about, you bitch, or something like that, if you haven't experienced that, and you experience it later on in your life,
that's going to crumble you.
That's going to crumble you. And this is what I'm saying, like, I used to live in a white area. I used to live in Hartcliffe. Yeah, so I had baited out his I baited the thing out. Used to, but like, it was a racist area. Yeah, I had like, bro, the ER on nigga is so strong, So I had that left, right, and center.
Emergency room.
Listen, because now we can't really do anything about it because we just get arrested. Yeah, so like I had all of that,
and the families experienced that, and that's why we moved. And that was the best thing that they done, like, for us, innit? And now I've been around, like, people with more ethnic, more, like, you know. Sorry, bro.
I'm just saying because the audio is like 10 times better when you talk here than like here.
Oh, they're not smoother, yeah? They're not smoother. Yeah. She like the way they are there.
She like the way they
move.
You know what I'm saying?
My reincarnate.
No. But, like, for real, though, like, I feel like if you experience it at a younger age, it's gonna like shape in your personality and the character that you are. So when you face it again, you know, like, because I'm telling you right now, as a young age, I probably had so much racism going in, and I thought it was normal.
Normal, yeah.
And you know what I'm saying? Like the monkeys and the alibis, blah, blah, black sheep, bruv, and all of this shit. Like, listen, man, and this is what I'm saying. When you experience at a young age and then you kind of educate yourself, you kind of learn from it. Now you know not to accept it anymore. And this is what I'm saying about your standards. This is why I think everyone should have standards.
Society's made it a norm.
But again, don't let your past cloud you, though. Don't let your past cloud you, because then we're like onions, innit, bruv? You got the layers thing going in, innit? And if you're going to be like, oh, he was Jamaican last time, 6 foot, I ain't going to get with another one like that.
I'm going to try the ruby and thing.
I'm going to try.
And then got shake,
Exactly. And just show every Jamaican, every bolo thing. You know what I mean?
But
so
every experience is a new experience.
no, again, 100%. But just like, let them know straight away. Just let them know straight away.
And I'll say this.
Change.
And I'll say this just to conclude, right? Just to conclude on that topic. Like I said, you learn through trial and error. You know what I'm saying? There's things in a relationship that you might not have any clue of until you experience it. You need to understand how to respect another person's boundaries. For example, when you're single, you might want, I said this on my very last episode, right? I said a lot of women out here, they want boyfriends, but they don't want to be girlfriends. They want husbands, but they don't want to be wives because they don't understand the things and the dynamics that come into it. When you have a husband, you got to think about your husband too. You can't be going out wearing the same whole shit, doing the same whole shit every single weekend that you were doing last time, okay? These are things that you learn from being in a relationship. So I feel like these conversations are very important to have, and that's a main reason why I, went ahead to say this podcast is a great idea, because for us young people to go and have a kind of discourse about this kind of thing, it can only help and enhance, and hopefully those viewers watching at home get a little something and get something away from the message.
Not just podcasts, like community centres as well. You know, back in the day when you had like the youth centres and all of them things, and places where you can just talk about things.
Yeah.
Bro, I'm telling you right now, us as men especially, we hold a lot of things in.
Very true.
Yeah?
There's no spaces anymore for us
to
talk
what
about
I'm saying.
shit.
And then when someone does it, we let it out on a minute. We look like the bad person, you know what I mean? But I feel like they need to open that back up, because like I don't know what the financial
social behavior, isn't it?
It is, and bro, this is how I learned to be so confident in myself and talk to anyone. Is because I went to youth centers, bro. Yeah, I did all the shyness back then, and now look at me now, bro. Now I'm alive.
Glowing. My boy is shining now.
Beautiful.
Shining.
You understand?
Okay, so last topic of the day, guys. Thank you very much so far. I'd like to say thanks again to my esteemed guests. I appreciate everything. Last topic of the day. We're just gonna get in and talk to some trending topics today. You know, we gotta do the trending topics every episode. Get them all fucking clicks. Subscribe, those guys watching at home. Subscribe, and share to your friends.
Lava.
You see that little bell?
Thumbs up, you know that.
So we're going to be talking about 2 stories that have been relevant in the social media world recently, okay? So first we're going to be talking about Rihanna and her recent pregnancy. Congratulations, Rihanna.
Congrats, Black Queen, millionaire queen, yes.
And we're also going to be talking about Drake and his whole fiasco. Avoiding a potential pregnancy. So we're going to tie the 2 of them in together, and I'm just going to go over both the stories and then faction them together and then give your opinions on both of it. So essentially, Rihanna, she's now pregnant and it's now confirmed. She released a photo on her Instagram with ASAP's baby, right?
Rakeem,
okay. And okay, we got a super fan over there on the corner of the table.
Period. ASAP.
So
always strive and prosper.
They've been in a relationship for a minute. They've recently announced it that they are now expecting a child. One thing we know about Rihanna, okay, Rihanna is one of those women on the planet Earth that she could have had anybody that she wants, and one of those prospective people that she could have had is Drake. Drake recently had some drama blow up in the news about him putting hot sauce. This nigga pouring fucking hot wing sauce and condoms as spermicide, okay? To avoid pregnancy now. I just want to ask you guys, okay, as Rihanna, especially we've got ladies at the table, and this is why I feel like it's very important if we're going to have these conversations to have ladies in the conversation too, right? As a woman, you understand that Rihanna, she could have had anybody that she wants. She could have had Drake in his own right. He is a very successful man, and I feel like a lot of us guys probably will go through something like that in our lives where we will pine after a woman, and that's our dream woman, and she don't want you, nigga, no matter how fucking successful you are.
Do you know what it is?
Yeah, that's so peak.
It's the emotion.
Do you know what it is? ASAP Rocky's low key. He's out. You've never seen him in the news doing a mad thing, fucking this guy, fucking that guy, doing this, doing that. More time. You might have seen him.
But deadly though.
But to get it.
So hold on, let me pose the question so everyone's on the same page. Let me pose the question so everyone's on the same page. Ladies, this is primarily a question for you guys. We're gonna chip in a little bit as well. But women, why do you believe that she chose Rocky over Drake? Drizzy Drake, Lover Boy.
For love.
Arguably, Drake is the more successful individual. And just to preface this, Rihanna's been in relationships with guys from billionaires, rappers, musicians in the industry, out the industry. She had truly the pick of the litter, and she chose this guy. So why do you think ASAP Rocky got the edge over my boy Drizzy Drake?
For love, let me tell you that, because clearly Drake wasn't cutting it. She could have had him. But she didn't want him.
She didn't want him for a reason.
This is why I'm saying women do not look first with finances. Like, we
Finances
are
don't
a lot
matter.
more emotionally connected to ourselves anyways. So, and we're emotionally connected in the sense of talking to guys. Like, we pour emotion. And ASAP, you see that boy? When they made the song Fashion Killer, from when? This guy was not up. And he come from struggle. Like, his brother died, and that's the reason why he went into music. And he's grinded and gotten into, instead of going along just music career, he delved into other things. Fashion. He was the first black male to be like the male model for Dior. Right. He's done achievement. He's achieved things that these rapper guys are getting just because they're making music. They're not investing in other things. They're investing in jewelry, they're investing in cars. But he's actually grinded to put money in other investments like Rihanna did. Like, she done music, but then she went straight for Fenty, Savage. Like, I think she's looking for a guy who actually is entrepreneurial. Like, they don't just say, oh, I'm an entrepreneur. He's actually grinded from him being in Harlem wearing snapbacks to now walking down catwalks in Dior.
Do you get? But think about
okay, just to quick question on the finances thing.
Yeah.
Do you not think that the fact that she has her own finances, okay, my girl has made $1 billion her damn self, okay, let's talk about that Fenty line. You know what I'm saying? Do you not think that has some kind of influence over her choice of men as well?
But then that's the same with everyone, though, because everyone's looking at their own tax bracket.
I think that's what society makes us.
Everyone kind of looks at people. They want to be with someone that's doing the same thing that they're doing more time on the same page at least.
Let me clarify my question a little bit more. Finances are no longer an issue, okay? So for most of the people on the planet, finances are an issue, okay? For her, it doesn't fucking matter. She can solely choose a guy off of how much
she earns herself.
She likes the guy.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
She does nothing that
There's
overpowers
literally nothing else. And I'll be honest, money fucking talks.
It does.
So if you silence that motherfucker, and you can really choose your own, make your own choices in direction off of that shit, it speaks a lot. So do you think maybe it's the personalities? I feel like, in my opinion, now I'm just speaking, ASAP, he's more masculine than Drake. Drake is a little bit of a bitch boy. I love Drake. I love Drake. I'm in the top. I'm in the what? I'm in the top 5% listeners.
Scream it, please.
I'm in the top 5% listeners for Drizzy Drake. And Drake, I love you, my G. But I'll be honest, bro.
I can't lie, for real though. It's true. It's actually true.
Don't you get it why Rihanna chose ASAP? Because it's all for pure emotion.
Yeah.
It's not about money. It's not about.
She went for a billionaire. She was dating in swimming pools.
For love.
You know what it is, yeah? You know what I've realized as well, yeah? Sometimes, like, it takes someone to achieve everything that they want to achieve in lifetime.
pulling up
To
on
actually
you.
be like, to be like sincere and actually choose like purely off what
They want,
feel
yeah.
and what they want. Like because society, everyone's just looking at being on my level or like being above. But when you've actually got everything that you want to achieve, then that's the only time you purely can like choose.
Choose.
You know what I mean?
I think a lot of people don't realize as well that with Rihanna and ASAP, they're both from Barbados. Like their background's Bayesian. So like she's gone to the Arabs islands. Over there, you religious. Like there's certain
They're
things
hella
that
strict,
you can't marry because you're not religious in like their way. So with her, I understand how she's gone back to what she's known. Homeland.
Common ground,
It's
isn't it?
home. That's he probably has a lot. They have a lot of cultural connections. A lot of people not realizing that.
But how long has ASAP
Yeah.
been linked? Her and ASAP been linked from way
From
back.
when? So they've been brethren from ages, and that's been.
They know a lot about each other, innit? So it's easier for her to
It's
come
like
back.
Spice. Let's say Spice.
Man says
Spice
Spice.
hadn't had man for ages, and then she found it took her ages to find a Jamaican man
Spice
that
is
she was
dangerous,
with.
man.
But deep it, like before that, Spice was just dating.
2 kids.
She wasn't settling for anybody, and she settled for. It's weird to say, but I feel like a lot of people do dive back to their culture of what they know as home because it's easier to communicate, it's easier to relate, it's easier to like have
People
those
understand,
conversations.
innit? You get what I
You
mean?
you can bust joke and no one's not getting offended.
Yep.
And all those things.
In some,
But your culture's
in
not
some,
always him.
in something there's
it's common
in
ground.
psychology there's called like there's something called tribal like connection, right? So you will always kind of connect and refer to people from your same background and culture and stuff like that. It's kind of changing now because the internet makes everybody more connected.
100%.
Travel makes things
And
more
also, like, you see, when we
connected.
migrate from our towns and we've moved from different countries and we've come together in the UK, what we've got to realise is now that we've got our own culture. Do you get it? So,
Integration, innit?
from what we've grown up as at a certain age groups, gone to school together, things like that, yeah? So, the culture back home is not the same culture that we share now.
No, it's not.
You get it? So, there's a UK culture. That's what we got to
But that's
forget.
called like westernized.
Yeah, westernized. It's
Yeah.
westernized. Yeah.
Do you get it? It's common ground. So even though you might not fuck with your own culture, you're fucking with the culture that you was born
Up
into,
yeah,
and you grew up into, and you've learnt to know, because you've learnt different. You've learnt things from other cultures that you find better than your own culture.
It's true, because if you think of her, she's in the music culture, and everyone's like, how come she chose ASAP? But
Because
ASAP was part of the music. He still is. Don't get me wrong, he's making an album, but like. He's not delving into I'm gonna be the best rapper of time. Like he's acknowledged that certain musics will always be the better music. People still use samples from back in the day. He's acknowledged that stuff and he's creating his own stuff with her. Who they are both entrepreneurs who know you need to keep changing. She created her own whatever fashion show have you ever seen that's been like a music video. She did that. She changed catwalks. You're not walking along straight. Her fashion shows different.
So why does that, just to harken it back to the question, why does that give ASAP the edge over Drake? Let's not
because he's
let's
passionate
not avoid
about his
the fact.
grind.
Yeah, but
He's
so
different.
is Drake. So
No,
is
Drake is
Listen,
passionate, but
okay, let me be real. Let me be real with you guys. Drake, artist of the fucking decade, he got voted that shit.
for real,
He's doing some shit that's not been done since Michael fucking Jackson, rest in peace. One of the greatest musicians of all fucking time. He's doing numbers. You know what I'm saying? It's a sad pill to swallow, but as guys, you can achieve everything you fucking want in life, You can be at the fucking tippity fucking top of the totem pole and still not get the girl you really want at the end of the day.
Cool. So
You know what I'm saying?
what's Drake
So-
doing other than
Music.
over?
Like
Music and over.
He delved into fashion, which is what she was attracted to. A man that knows how to dress, trendy, knows how to put themselves together. She puts herself together 24/7 all the time. No one ever sees her bummy. She's always dripping, colors, everything. Like she needed a man to part. No, he does, but he's not into fashion.
He's
the
more-
way that she is, like sitting down at catwalks, reading through books. She has her own big fashion. But do you get what I mean? It's a different caliber. It's a different culture.
So you
in
guys
that
think
sense.
it's the soul, like the character, more that
Yes.
she resonates
I
with.
feel like Drake's more into being a rapper, not a businessman. I feel
Drake-
like
I think no,
Drake is very much a
He's
businessman.
very much a businessman. It's just a
Yeah.
different sense of what we see it as
No,
a
but
businessman.
I'm saying he's a businessman, but
Yeah.
if you compare Jay-Z to Drake,
They on the same exact motherfucking shit. I'll be honest with you.
Different
Jay-Z just been doing it longer.
Yeah,
I'll tell
that's
you now.
Jay-Z, you
the
see
same
Kanye,
way.
Kanye's different level.
No,
Kanye is on a
he's
different
goat.
level to
No,
Jay-Z
He's a good.
and to
Kanye's
Drake.
on the top. I'm sorry, but Kanye's on the top. He's a
That guy's crazy, fam.
He's nuts, but he's lit. He's nuts, but he's lit.
No, but he does everything.
Do you know what? Do you know how I see Kanye? Einstein. He does stuff that people will always go against, but he will always be on top because his mentality knows what it is.
Look at even the shoes that he do, yeah.
Okay, guys, let each other talk because we want good radio, good audio. You know what I'm saying? So whoever's gonna talk first, and then everybody say their points. And we go.
Like, it's not about fitting in with society. That's how he looks at it. He's about being different, and like people obviously seeing certain things and then acknowledging him for that work.
Definitely.
There's no point doing something that someone else has already done because you're not going to get full credit for it.
Yes.
But
that's why
you have to be unique and twist in some way.
Yeah.
How you said about the catwalk thing,
Yeah.
she's done a different way.
Different way.
But it's still catwalk.
Yeah.
But she's still done a different way. But this is what I'm saying about Kanye, yeah? He done a song, Jesus Walks. Bro, let's be real. When you do a song about religion, people don't want to listen to it.
No.
100%.
He made people listen
Yes.
to that,
100%.
and I'm telling you right now, I'm not 100% Christian, yeah? The reason I say 100%, I've been to a church in that part.
He's like 75. I'm like 75% Christian.
I'm still, developing on my
He's
path.
Chris. He's not Christian. He's Chris.
No, it's a bit of a sticky one. Long story, but like when that song touched me, bro. Because I was thinking, if you heard the lyrics, he was like, "If you don't talk about God, you won't get listened, bro." I don't think that was the whole lyrics, but like that's what he meant. And I was just thinking, bro.
You know, that's
And this is
actually
what
a
I'm
very
saying.
big bracket as well.
Yeah, but this is what I'm saying. When you touch on things that people are like scared to touch, or like there's trying to have an opinion.
Have you not seen those new? Sorry, I don't want to cut your hair, but have you not seen those new Yeezy sliders? The Kanye West ones.
Yeah.
Bro, half the shit is fucking ugly. Let's be
No,
honest.
but do you
people
know what I
are buying
realized?
it.
Yeah,
Do you know what I realized?
Hype.
It's different.
And it's a name. It's a name, innit?
It's a name.
It's a name.
But
But
regardless,
do you know what I realized? Yeah, with our culture as black people, we had different cultures within our own black culture, and we had different tribes, we had different outfits, we had different clothing, we had different things. We had things that appealed to other nations, which ended up, what did they do? Take over our things. But if you look at Kanye, look at Rihanna, look at people that are in our black community that we complain, oh, they're doing this, or why are they doing that? Why are they not doing something different? But these are the type of people that we need to think about. How do we get our mentalities like them? Their mentality is on a different part, that they're already ahead of the game before we've even thought of, oh, they're going to make this next move. Those people have already, like Kanye, he's done so many albums, so many collabs, made so many music for so many different people. And that's why he calls himself the Jesus. Because he's like, if people knew what I did behind closed doors for other artists, you will understand that these artists look up to me. They come to me and call me because of how different I am compared to everyone. Like, I was, did you see
Can I drop one truth? Let's be honest, right?
He's got that carefree attitude.
I don't believe when you guys look at the world, right? Let me give one truth.
He's not perfect.
She wasn't the one.
He's not.
No,
but
he's not.
let me drop
but she
something,
wasn't
right?
the one.
You guys look at the world, right? There's most people just inhabit the world and live in the world, and there's things created around them, and they're like, oh, that's a new thing over there. Let me run to that. That's
It's
trends.
just instantly attractive, isn't it?
When you realize the fact that you can actually influence the world, then you kind of understand that. Hold on. Somebody actually fucking created those jeans that I'm actually wearing. That was just somebody's fucking idea. And then people gravitated to it, and that's why it's trendy. These people aren't necessarily reading what the next wave is or whatever the fuck it is. They're creating the motherfucking next wave. They're doing whatever the fuck they want because they have an audience behind them. They have support behind them. That's why it fucking blows. That's why I said hype earlier on. Let's be honest, right? Beauty and things that are lit and it's all it's all subjective. Do you know what I'm saying?
100%.
So objective, subjective.
No,
Subjective, right? It's all subjective, right? If so, unfortunately, the world we live in right now, if somebody tells you something is lit and enough people fucking follow that shit, then it's subjective.
Bro,
you know what I'm saying?
TikTok's a perfect example.
Yeah,
bro.
TikTok is a big example of that. Yeah.
But that's
stupidest shit.
That's the way the world's always worked. If
Yeah.
enough people go outside and say the fucking sky is green, my bro, you'll be looked at as fucking crazy if you say the sky is fucking blue.
Remember that dress? It's
Just like the fucking dress.
Yeah, that dress, the golden and blue dress. No, the white. Yeah.
So from that, we have to take the lesson of this, okay? Listen, don't be the fucking sheep, okay? Be the innovator, be the creator,
Be the
okay?
shepherd.
And I mean, be the fucking shepherd. You know what I'm saying?
And the maddest thing about it, yeah, once you actually start doing things different and people see the confidence that you have, they're gonna want it. Yeah.
Yeah, but just speak. But this is what I'm saying, man. Like you can only copy someone to a certain extent before you start getting the Greek.
That's why he's
You need to do a little something different.
Yeah.
That's why copyright exists.
It's a thing. Exactly.
And there's copyright in real life as well. Don't get it twisted, no.
Yeah.
Like if you start like acting like someone and like if you're starting to play a
Man,
character,
them out there trying to get my news or some shit, man.
they will call you out for it.
Facts. Anyway, to bring it back to the question just before we close. Yeah, go ahead. So, ladies, like I just asked you, we're going to go 1, 2, 3. Yeah. Why him? Why ASAP after Kanye? Try to keep it concise, and then we'll go. So, why ASAP over Drake? Sorry. Why do you believe that is? Obviously, we are just speculators, so if this ever does grace the eyes of Riri or Drake or any of them, we don't know. We're just speculating and applying our own experiences, our own what's the word?
I don't want to get cancelled. I don't want to get cancelled.
And then we're gonna after that, man, then we're gonna give our opinions as to why we believe, ASAP over Drake.
Let me just say, viewers, please don't cancel.
There we go.
There you go. Okay, go.
But yeah, let me just say, I don't want to get cancelled before I state what I'm going to state.
Okay.
I don't like Drake. Never did. No big fan. But I think, honestly, Rihanna chose ASAP because he has more to offer. Not financially or publicly in the audience type of view where he's got all these views. Drake's is like voted whatever.
Do you know what? Actually, take this motherfucker.
Why?
Because your thing's moving, man.
Your thing's moving crazy. I'm trying to fix
I can't hear myself. Whoa.
Yeah, there we go.
Whoa.
Is that what I sound like?
Alright, take time, no?
Anyway, yeah, I think Rihanna picked ASAP because he clearly has more to offer. As you said, entrepreneurial, all of that. He's got a better emotional standard. He's just what she wants. You know, she chose him for love. It's not for money because clearly she got what she wants. She's a businesswoman. She got everything she needs. So ASAP is bringing the emotional side to it.
I believe that.
She sees a future, a family, she's got aspirations. Do you know what I mean? Drake, sorry, you're not cutting it. I don't know what to say.
Sorry, Champagne Puppy. We apologize.
Just out of the question.
Don't cancel me, please.
Yeah, I think that she literally chose him with love. Like, I feel like they built a friendship for the past 10 years. He hasn't been in any other relationship with any other star. He hasn't been bait of blog pages. He hasn't been in the wrong limelight. He's always kept his head down to the grind that he wants to be at. And he's been grinding consistently, 100%. All the time. He's never stopped. And I feel like she's very much in touch with how do you see the music video? Everyone's seen Fashion Killer. The same way she looked at him in that video is the same way she's been looking at him for the past couple of years. And I'm telling you now, she had a connect. Rihanna don't feature in music videos for anybody, just to be there. She has to sing. She didn't say nothing in this music video.
She did for Drake.
Yeah, she did for Drake, but that she was
Drake
sang.
did the hot sauce thing.
She sang. She sang with him in work.
She sang with him. She was there.
In ASAP's one, she was
I'm not talking about work.
Oh my God.
What? Take care. Take care. She sang there.
No, she did sing.
I'm talking about the one where she was doing up the boxing thing and she was looking all nice.
Oh, I don't know. I didn't see that one.
I don't know that one. Still.
Me neither. Sorry.
Sorry, mate. We didn't know that one.
But I can't lie. I've never seen her actually be in a music video where she's just a video vixen, as they say. But I think she's happy. Her dad's very happy that she's with him. Out of all people that she could have been with, there was really deep how much man there really was.
Yeah, there was
big boy billionaire, the Arab man from Dubai,
and she decided to go with a simple Harlem boy that's Bayesian. Beautiful, love it. Bigger up, cute baby, handsome, love it.
So you know what it is? Them lot.
She already knows.
I'm anti. I know with it.
Them lot have said what they said in it, and I agree with most of what they've said. But I also agree with the fact that I feel like I don't know much about A$AP Rocky himself, but I know that I've never seen him on the Shade Room. I've never seen him in Paso. Jake's can't lie, he gets into the beef. He gets a bit too excited.
Lil Nas.
It gets involved into
Oh my God.
speaking about other people. I've never seen ASAP Rocky talk bad on anyone. So from that, I didn't know much about him. I know that Rihanna, as a person, she's a boss lady. She's not been making music for the last 2, 3, 4 years, yeah. But she's still one of the biggest names in history. Do you get it? So I think she rates herself to a certain extent where she didn't want to be associated with people who don't do the same thing. From people that are being mentioned on the timeline 24/7, that brings pasta to her name automatically. As a celebrity, you've got to watch your image the same way. Like when you see remember when Jake, remember when Jake was talking in her ear in that picture, and it's become the biggest meme.
Yeah.
He's chatting to her and she looks stressed. It's become the biggest meme. Yeah, I think she's learnt from then on. Yeah, that she's not wants to be involved in this. If you're gonna have a family with someone, then you need someone that's about the family life, someone that's low-key, someone that's about their business the same way you're about their business, and that you come to the same page at the same time. But I feel like Drake's a bit less mature than Rihanna is, and that's why he got pied off. Personally.
Facts.
If you look at Nicki,
so-
like she actually went with Safari, then Meek Mill, then she went to a low-key guy.
Oh,
So you
Safari
got to think
got
like
violated
She's
and
been there,
wilded
done
out,
that.
boy.
She knows what
she
she
knows
wants
what
now.
she wants.
God,
Yeah.
fam.
So,
That guy got
Adrian,
savage and wilded out.
I
bro.
mean,
Jesus
yeah, women.
Christ.
I
You don't
respect. I
wanna
respect
hear
what
it,
you're
that's
saying.
why.
That's the opinion from a woman's perspective. You know, and they'll know more than we would as to why she might pick him. But sometimes I'll be honest. Sometimes women cap their asses off. So like, man, then what do you think? Why
Yeah,
do you think?
what is it though? Like from the man's, I want to know because I don't
Why
get
do
it.
Why do you think ASAP over Drake?
I just think
Adrian.
he's more low key. Like you don't hear nothing
About ASAP?
on ASAP.
But is that
That's
not
the
what
one.
all of us just said?
Yeah, nah.
No,
I
oh my, he's agreeing. Yeah.
I'm agreeing with you.
Yeah, sorry.
Yeah, don't kill me. Don't kill me. I'm gonna live to see old age, innit? Yeah. Nah, like he's low key, but he's still putting in the work. Like, if anything, he's like busting his ass more than a lot of people are. You know what I mean? He's like, yeah,
he's not
he's
putting it out there.
he's
doing
low
it
key,
behind scenes.
and
So it's
like
not for the attention.
he's. I think what he's realized, like with press, like all your business, when you're like that well known, any little thing you do is literally everywhere. And, like,
Everyone
imagine
knows.
having a family with someone, that like be doing some madness and you're hearing it everywhere.
Block page.
It's
The
gonna
baby.
Yeah,
The baby himself. Look at
Yeah.
that. Block pages everywhere. It's true.
it's gonna literally torment you. Like you're not gonna be able to live in peace. And imagine you're trying to go somewhere and people just
And your
like
children
all in
are
your
grow-
business. You know what I mean?
growing up to see
Yeah.
that. The internet will be there forever.
It'll literally
Your children
irritate
are growing
you.
up to find out what your dad's been doing and what this person's been doing.
Exactly.
It's all on record.
So I think she just kind of
Let's
went
not
to
act like
ASAP.
Rihanna's
No, but that's pride.
I think she went to him because of the
angel
peace
now. let's
side.
be honest.
Yes, she
What?
is.
It's peace, fam. She just want that
Then
peace of
again,
mind.
she's Caribbean, so let me not
Problem.
just. Let me just.
To an extent.
What? She want peace, man. She don't
Time,
want
my
no
boy.
chili in the fucking condom when she's trying to get.
Ty, my boy, what you telling me?
Fam, I'm gonna be. Oh my gosh!
His voice.
You see this one here? We're best friends, you know. No, I'll be real with you, like.
Because you guys weren't talking to the actual mic. Look at me, sounds
Yeah,
fine.
you got
Doesn't-
something
it's
to say.
crazy.
right
No, but I was like this. What do you mean?
No, I'm saying though.
Yeah, I'm in always here.
I got that
I should not have given him the mic. Fuck.
I got that
Nah,
smooth tone, man. Motown classic, man.
Anyway,
Nah, I'll be real with you, man. I don't really give a toss. I don't really give a toss. Like, fair play to her. If he obviously, why am I dribbling? If she,
Alright,
nah, Rihanna's beautiful though. I can't lie, you know.
bugging, son.
No, I'll be real with you, man. I don't really give a toss. Like, their little like relationship thing ain't gonna affect me in any way. Like, she can do her. If he ticks the boxes and Drake didn't, then fair play for her. Yeah, for her own reasons. But I don't really give a toss. To be fair.
No, but that's not the question. The question is, why do you think
She chose ASAP.
And I
over
answered
Drake.
it. If
said
you
that, you know,
listen,
business.
I
Man said,
said
I don't give
tick
a-
the boxes,
Tick the
bruv.
boxes.
He probably just ticked the boxes, man.
Man said,
I'm
in
telling
the
you right now,
And
like.
the business that I heard.
Like, it could be
Business.
for the cultural reasons. It could be just like he's giving her the good. Yeah,
You know
Man
what's
said upside
Caribbean
down.
give it different. You
Underwater.
understand?
in it, give it the
Underwater.
Medino.
Give it different.
But yeah, that's what I really gotta say, man. Like it or not, like
if that's what she wants, that's what she wants, and she's got. So fair play to her. She got a baby. Hopefully, God bless that it comes out correct. And yeah, man.
Yeah, man. I'll second that. I'll say congratulations. You know what I mean?
Congratulations.
Oh yeah, I feel bad. Yeah, congrats, man.
Yeah. So
congrats, man.
Just carry
for me, the reason why I believe it is this. Okay. That girl's made so much fucking money in her life. Money is not a fucking factor. All right? So she's just going straight based off a character, who the individual is, and track record. All right, let's be honest. Okay, she gonna choose the most low key nigga that's still on his grind, still got his shit going. Okay, but let's just be honest. In terms of character, who would you rather be? Would you rather be just character wise, ASAP or Drake? Let's be honest with you.
ASAP.
Like, you know what I'm saying?
Lava fam, man, I choose man.
ASAP. Yeah.
And I feel like that's as simply what it is. You going off. I mean, what the fuck was that show Drake was on before he blew up?
Bruh.
Was it on Disney?
You know what I mean? Hey, you know, I respect the come up from Drake, but you can't listen. At the end of the day, you can't escape who you are and who you naturally are. And I feel like there's a certain part of your character as a man that if you're that kind of character, like Sigma or Alpha, whatever the fuck, if you even believe in that shit, women will more naturally gravitate to. And I feel like naturally, if they weren't fucking rich, most women would gravitate to ASAP over Drake anyway, period.
For real.
You know what I'm saying? I'm just going to be honest with you because Drake's that little light-skinned boy. Fucking.
Do you realize like ASAP really does push about women? Like he always appreciates women. He always talks about, whenever he has an interview, he talks about how much he loves women and how he likes women.
Yeah, I love women too. I love pussy.
We all love women.
He's the only guy that I know that as a rapper who constantly pushes and says like women, I will always appreciate women. Like he always acknowledges that women are at a level that need to be appreciated.
Okay,
like
I'm not denying that. I'm not denying that. But do you think he's doing it because cameras are rolling?
No, I don't. Do you know why? Because in his music, if you listen to his songs, he also says it there. He says how he likes women with a big forehead and gaps in her teeth. Like he actually like.
Joe, he just described Rihanna. Like,
no, he did. Yeah.
There you go, man.
But like,
he loves one woman. Like,
out of all men that I've heard rap, make music, and all these things, he's always appreciated women. He's never spoke about
consistency.
He's never really dwelled on the whole beating up gal in her pussy and all these things. Yeah. Do you get what I mean?
Wait.
Rihanna, she dwells on beating up niggas. Like, let's be real.
No,
you know what I mean?
Nah,
there's no.
She just said on a fact. She just said specifically.
Forget beating up niggas in there, beating up gal in their pussy. Rihanna's straight beating niggas up. Like, let's be honest.
Bro, she was beaten.
Okay,
she was beaten.
You just actually you've actually reminded me one fucking main reason why she chose ASAP. ASAP is less likely to infuriate her to go to the point where she needs to be going on Mike Tyson on the nigga ass.
Yes.
That girl dated Chris Brown, beat the shit out of that nigga in the car, and he punched her back. And look at what the fuck happened.
Yep.
She like, let me choose somebody who's gonna keep my blood sugar levels
low. You know
low.
what it is? She's Caribbean and thought that she could bring the Caribbean energy to an American man. Who Americans, I'm sorry guys, I love you, but you are willing to lick down a gal. You see Caribbean men, they're willing to lick down a gal, but for a good reason.
Facts.
A good reason.
She have to stab him 2 3 times.
Guys, can we just discuss about like double? Alright.
You have to do
Let
something
me
mad
just
to
say,
a yard.
I feel outnumbered here with the Caribbean.
You know what I mean? Jamaica's stronger than the podcast.
You're part of us.
Africa.
You're part of us. We're part of you. We're all one.
Anyway, and with that, guys, we're gonna conclude the show. Thank you very much for everyone who came through. Just because it is running a little bit long now, you know what I'm saying? Got to think about the viewers. But
hold on.
Thank you very much.
We love something, but guys, what do we learn from this? Wait, hold on. Motivation. Dedication to many things that get you for the nation. To many things that get you for the nation. Me not need to be like Caucasian or Asian to open doors to achieve your aspiration. Me just want girl with aspiration. Me don't want girl then will foundation.
Voila. Isa, you forget one thing.
Me prefer some penetration. Girl from cocky
What about the Jigabati? Guy.
Yo, big love everybody for tuning in and supporting the podcast. We are small, but we are growing. I want to shout out my girl here, Chaai, to the left of me. Shout out, what's it called? Flock. Support the clothing line.
Flock
Support the people. Support everybody's socials right now. Go ahead, give them a follow. And yeah, comment down below on, you know, whether you agreed with us or didn't agree with us and disagreed with us. Flame us, whatever the fuck you want to do.
Like, comment,
Don't
subscribe.
violate my hair fam, because I'll come back for everybody.
Post notifications.
And with that, I bid you guys a good night. Thank you very much.
Voila.
Bye.